This is a fairly similar comparison, to be precise. Both these earphones are dynamic driver earphones and priced just $20 apart. The TV Monroe is priced at $160, and it houses two dynamic drivers, one 8 and one 10 dynamic drivers inside, and has a full metal housing. Looks, it's a solid metal. There is no other material used on it. Metal nose, nozzle, and everything is metal. Now the cable is very strong too. It will not be yanked easily. So where when the construction is concerned, it is one of the strongest looking, strongest built earphone in this price range. Most the brands do not use this much of heavy metal in this. It's heavy. If you see other earphones that are made with metal, they are on the lighter side. They use maybe lighter aluminum, but this one is very heavy, to be precise. Maybe the drivers are heavy, but yeah, the earphone in itself is slightly on the heavier side. This one, the ISN D10, houses a 9 driver and is priced at 170, 180. Most of the time it retails at 179, 170 on sales, I believe. And the this is not the stock cable. Ah man, I made a mistake here. Let me grab the stock cable. This is the stock cable, and it looks very good too, and very similar to the SC4 that came with the D10. The SC4 is slightly on the expensive side on its own. It's priced at $115, and this is the stock cable. It looks very good too, very premium, nicely complements the D10, and sounds very good too. Let me just change the cable just for the sake of it. L. I believe I'm doing it right. No, this is L actually. Yeah, mistake. Now let's start talking about the packaging. This has a retro type packaging of a carry case that is of a retro design, but the D10 doesn't have anything like that. It has a fairly simple packaging, nothing special. If you guys haven't seen the unboxing video, you can watch the unboxing there. Now let's talk about the sound. The DB Monroe is was initially in the bassier region, but I do not think it has lot of bass when compared to the D10. D10 has plenty of bass, to be precise. The sub bass is deep and much more rumbly. The mid bass is more voluminous, and the slam, or say the thump, is bigger on it. And the DB Monroe is slightly more, a bit more on the balanced side. It's not balanced by any stretch of imagination, but the sub bass is deep, but it's not that voluminous or uh, a lot more rumbly when compared to the D10. The D10 is very voluminous and a lot rumbly, to be precise. The rumble is really on the higher side. Now moving on to the texture and amount of details, I'll have to say both are in the similar bracket, but the DB Monroe has slightly better texture and details. Now moving on to the mid-range, the D10 is slightly on the V-shaped side. The mid-range is slightly less emphasized, but the DB Monroe doesn't have a V-shaped signature and has particularly good vocals and mid-range instruments. The let it be the micro details or anything, there is plenty of details. The best thing is the background instruments, the background acts are really clear. The separation is on the better side, notes are sharper, and the sonicality is what makes the DB Monroe really recommendable in this price range at $160. I think this is one of the best earphone with when it comes to sonicality. The sonic abilities of this is fantastic. I like the way it spreads the stage and opens it up without being overly working or putting a lot of effort into it. Now moving on to the treble region, both these earphones are very similar when it comes to treble. None of these have any exaggeration of any type. Both these earphones are fairly calmer. None of these have any kind of spikes or extra amount of energy that makes things uncomfortable. Both these earphones are very very controlled when it comes to treble. Now, even though both are very similar, I'll have to give it to the DB Monroe because it maintains slightly better amount of energy and a, a bit of better sense of details, better sense of micro details. I find this to be slightly more engaging when it comes to treble region, and that is a nice thing. Come on, focus. No, it won't. Now the D10, why should you pick the D10? D10 is a bassier sounding earphone with a good amount of details. The details is not bad at all, but they are not sharp or crisp, or the crispiness is kind of missing. I really felt that it could have been slightly more crispier, but that is me because people like it to be on the smoother side, and if you like it to be on the smoother side, the D10 is very good. It's bassy, it has plenty of rumble to it, the bass is very engaging. I really find this to be one of the most sub bassy kind of earphone. The sub bass is very good and deep, the rumble is fantastic, but if you want to enjoy the bass while having slightly better sonicality and better details, less V-shaped sound signature, then the DB Monroe is very good too. I'm not sure if DB Monroe is available in the market easily, but I think it is available in AliExpress and Pennon, if not anything else. Mm, it is a very good earphone. The people are not really intrigued by its design and stuff, but I find this to sound very good nevertheless. If you watch till the end, if you have any questions, fire in. I'll be answering them without much delay. I'll try my best to answer them without much delay. And thank you for watching, guys. I think you like this video. If you haven't subscribed, I'll be grateful if you subscribe into my channel for more exciting videos. Similar comparison, things are slightly on the slower side, but I'll be comparing the D10 soon with the Spring 2 too, and maybe another earphone if I manage to find one in this similar price range. I'll compare the D10 with a few other earphones very soon. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Enjoy.